Trump must strive every day to confirm that he is a, quote, terrible human being, end quote. A description of his character that was made by Trump's former chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, in 2016. Now, after 8 years of reading Trump's words and reviewing his conduct and actions, it is obvious that that was a far too kind description and an extreme understatement. Putting aside all political and ideological considerations and just focusing on Trump's character, Mulvaney significantly understated Trump's depravity, which is on display almost daily for anyone to hear or see. This is not a political issue, but simply one that involves character. Someone who sees Trump as a depraved and deeply disturbed person is not suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, as Trumpsters claim when confronted with facts about Trump, but simply are making an adult observation that mature individuals routinely make about others they come in contact with. Whether there are 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or even more examples of Trump's depravity would have a zero impact on his support and the eagerness of 75 million or so Americans to vote for him again in November 2024. Almost as many Trump supporters will accept his fact-free claims that the upcoming election was stolen from him if he loses. He is already preparing the ground for those claims. Many of those voters have become untethered completely and permanently from traditional conservative and American values, and many will become violent in response to Trump's election fraud claims, which he has already started to make, as they did in 2020. Others will do whatever it takes to change the vote counts in their favor through unconstitutional means, claiming that they are only trying to protect democracy when taking clearly anti-democratic and blatantly authoritarian actions. It was, of course, Trump and the Republicans who tried to steal the 2020 presidential election, not Biden. Accusing others of doing what he is actually doing or has done is how Trump operates. Will Republicans ever accept that fact? Most are permanent residents of Trump's Orwellian world, and consequently their opinions cannot and will not change based on facts inconsistent with those opinions. Even a small dose of common sense would lead to a result that is consistent with my observations about Trump's character. Trump's depravity goes far beyond making a constant stream of demonstrably false statements. As easy as he breathes, he makes those. He is just incredibly shameless in that regard. No one in modern history that is known publicly on a widespread basis has made as many public false and misleading statements as Trump. No one is even remotely close to him on that measure of character. I have Trump in the number one position as the most successful demagogue in U.S. political history by far, and the number one position as the most successful grifter, which will even become more apparent, maybe to even some Trump supporters within a year, 2 years or so. I'm referring now to his personal and venomous attacks on those who criticizing him, using facts like falsely accusing Joe Scarborough of murdering an intern, a claim that Trump made when he was president. And that was not unusual at all. Other people who are subject to his venom simply point out his demonstrably false statement with accurate factual information, or are doing something to hold him to account, either through civil or criminal proceedings, or even the children of judges involved in those cases, and most persons who worked in his administration as cabinet officials. No one that's any good is going to work for Trump if he's elected as president again. Trump's pure depravity as a human being is most recently reflected, in my opinion, in his numerous attacks on the daughter of a judge who will be presiding over Trump's first criminal trial scheduled to start in New York on April 15th. Trump claims that the daughter, which he names, posted a picture of Trump behind bars. Both the daughter and the court denied that the account was hers. That did not stop Trump continuing to attack the judge's daughter by name. Maybe a Trump supporter was behind the post. Maybe Trump was behind it. No decent person would attack a daughter of a judge in this manner, even if she did post the picture. Trump cannot help himself from being in-your-face, repulsive 24/7. Another example of Trump's depravity this week is posting a picture of President Biden bound and gagged in a pickup truck, and then having a spokesperson, the reliably disgusting Stephen Chung, defend posting the picture.